someday, some gallerist will bring this out and they'll say, oh, this is a very early work, but it's quite rare.
Before that, I did so many jobs in my journey, almost 25 type of job. Whatever job you imagine in India is available, everything I did.
Might bring your camera down a little bit. So can you tilt your screen a little? Put yourself higher. Yeah, there, that looks better. We get you more in the screen that way.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Hello, this is Wazo X Wazo, Evil O, coming to you again from Udaipur. And once again, I'm going to ask you right at the beginning to please like and subscribe. It really helps the channel a lot. But anyway, today we are talking to somebody very special. In fact, I tried to have him as a guest when we were doing the coronavirus Artpocalypse series, but unfortunately that didn't quite work out. The series ended before we got it together. But today I'm talking to somebody who is getting really well known as a photographer. He's quite amazing. His name is Mouhamed Moustapha. How are you today?
I'm good, Chacha. Thank you for connecting to me. I'm very pleasure to talking with you. You are very great inspiration. What you are doing. So,
and where are you today?
Right now, I'm in Paris. I blocked here for a coronavirus. I'm waiting for my flight to come back to India. So I hope in September I will be in India. Yeah.
You that's why we were going to do coronavirus Artpocalypse, because you were one of those people who got stranded in a different country. You were sort of fortunately stranded in Paris, which you can't be much more lucky than that, really. So,
yes. Actually, I try to make my situation in positive way. In first week, I was disappointed. Later, I decided this is the life going to be next a couple of months. So how we can come back from this pandemic situation. So I started focusing why I came here, what we need to, what kind of comfortness I need to create around me. So I concentrate those things, but same time I take care of myself for your safety and everything. Every day going shooting with the safetiness and mask and sanitizer, visiting after 1.5 months, then I feel very comfort. I started following the same activity what I did this all coronavirus. Still I'm here. So it is a good things happen to me. So many love in the city. So many good art. So even this house, I don't know who is this, but he offered me in this house almost 5 months in the heart of the city, zero rental. We are seeing two different world. Somewhere in India, somewhere people are dying to offer the rent. Here, someone offered me no expectation. So that is a good.
People are taking good care of you.
Good learning also. I want to share the same love to everyone. Yeah.
Why did you come to Paris in the first place? You were part of an exhibition or a photography workshop, or what was it all about?
Yeah. So I got invitation from European government, the region called Centre Val de Loire. Paris is the different region. It's a little south. There is another region called Centre. They invited me for a cultural sharing residency program to work with the student who all migrants. They are not so 50-50. Some people are migrants, some people are financially, they have some problem financially in European. So the government take caring them for giving education. They invited me to share different culture to educate the student, to through my photography, what I did in Tamil Nadu and Pondicherry and South India or India. So it's a very interesting project. Same time, without expectation, what I did in my past, it's working for me now. So at the same time, I here is the collective Art and Act collective is there. They are Pondicherrian, but they came France for almost 30 years before. They are so much interested to promote Indian culture, so they decided to solo exhibition. They curated my work to solo exhibition.
So you had a solo exhibition,
Yeah,
but
so
it
no,
wasn't in Paris, it was in Saint.
it is in a different region called Brittany. It's
Oh, Brittany, okay.
northwest, northwest, I think. So that is also closed because of the coronavirus. That is also closed. It's not happened, but my work still here. The work's going to be exhibit soon. It's
It's too
multiple.
bad. You and Yannick Cormier, both of you, he was going to open up, or he did open up a big exhibition. Very
Yes,
important to
yes.
him. And then he too, he got closed down because of this
Yes,
virus.
I have seen. I spoke with Mr. Yannick. I shared my wishes, but unfortunately, it is closed that during that COVID pandemic. So my workshops not yet started. The city was closed completely. My project also closed. My exhibition also closed. But I came 1 month earlier to prepare my frames, and I got an opportunity to use. Paris Créteil University lab
Oh,
to
wow. Okay.
Saturday, Sunday, I can go work with my friend for uh, that Gatterboard presentation work. It's not a glass frame. It's glue. It's a glue is there. We can remove the sticker. We can glue our print in the board. It's so I
Okay.
use some big lab. So I used in Créteil University in Paris.
So it's been a very good learning experience for
Yeah, it's
you.
so much learning for me. This 6 month, it's a very good learning for me. And
And also teaching. I noticed on Facebook you were giving a few talks, correct? Did you
yes,
give a couple talks? Where did you give the talks? And what
which
did you talk about?
which
On
talk?
Face, I don't know. I noticed like two maybe on Facebook where it said, if I read it right, it sounded like you were giving a talk. Was that at the workshop?
Yeah, actually, in India, or you're talking about France.
I think France.
Okay, so two
Yes.
uh, for a Zoom call meeting. It is not a France workshop, but I gave presentation from France.
Okay.
When you're sharing the post in the Facebook, it is the activity with my student, in European student. I am sharing the cultural, um, how to preserve the heritage, equality, and sustainable development. So many activities I'm covering through my photography with the European student. And the Zoom meeting I gave to our Indian friends. It is about my journey in photography, how I start and what kind of journal I worked, how I build my portfolio, how I came to France. Those kind of information I shared with my Indian friends. Yeah.
Okay, that's good. And I'm not really sure what your journey in photography has been, but I know some of your photos are very powerful. And what I find interesting about your photography is it's documentary, it's street photography, but you kind of get a pictorialist aesthetic in there many times too, which is one of my favorites. I mean, they're just so lusciously beautiful.
Thank
Even
you.
when you're photographing a fire in a boat on the beach or something. It's just such a beautiful photograph. You've got a very good eye with that. Do you want to talk about maybe the photos you shot in Tamil Nadu to start us?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
because that's
yes.
such a nice series. Yeah.
Yes, yes, Chacha. It's a very pleasure to share the story.
Okay.
I started photography in 2012, but I bought camera 2011 for when I was worked in call center in Bangalore. It's a night shift. When I when I felt I'm doing everyday night shift, I want to do some activity. I got mentally pressure. I have physically, I'm not fit. I had back pain. I had family pressure. I grow with the very poverty line in my whole
Yeah.
50 my whole life. So I come up slowly in that situation, the call center. Okay, so I learned French, so I got job. Before that, I did so many job in my journey, almost 25 type of job. Whatever job you imagine in India is available, everything I did my childhood. So so that day when I walked in call center, I missed my activities, the energy, everything I lost because of night shift. So then I decided to, I don't know, zero photography, I don't know. I bought camera because I thought, what are the things I don't have. I thought I don't have my childhood photo, my photograph, the memories. So I thought to buy one camera. So like that is I bought cameras. Then continuously shooting inside the home. Later I shifted Bangalore to Chennai. There is my life begin. So there is a huge hub
So
for
your career began when you shifted to the
Chennai,
Chennai. That's why
because
they're taking
there
off.
is a yeah, there is a people are very energy, so much uh, fascinating city, the beach, the sound, the noise. So there is a team I joined to go every day photo walk. So like that I started my photography. But when the I got the point how we need to go next level. Without knowing the master and nothing, I just listened one photographer speech, my first speech. It has changed me. So I thought photography is based on the Photoshop or a camera. It's a technique of that Adobe. You should know best tool and everything. Later it is changed me the thought process. It is not a photography. Photography, it's come from your heart. So how you build yourself, how you want to show who you are. So try to shoot your heart, not from the camera. So it is the thought
Yeah, the
process.
heart and the eye. Whenever I meet another photographer, I know very quickly if we're going to get along because if like the first thing they say is like, "What kind of camera do you have?" or something, I know I'm not going to get along with that person. But if they
Yes.
ask you what you shoot or what you're interested in, then I know okay, there's a possibility for a dialogue developing. And in my very first photography class, which I took in the U.S., they made us all go out and buy a little plastic holga and we had to shoot with the plastic holga and film, because the lesson was that it was not the equipment, but it was your eye,
Yeah,
and what you
yeah,
did with
same.
it.
It is surprised me. I'm wondering how he's saying like that. So then slowly I tried myself. Same way he advised me to talk with other artists like a painter, poet, or activist who are the traditional the music people and some active drama and yeah, so many theatering artists. I met so many people. So I grow slowly to meeting people, listening and adding I'm putting effort to my work. So it came that way. I came same way. I try to connect my past life, my childhood, my people, where I'm living, uh, who they are, why I'm taking photo. This kind of conversation keep on helping me to grow to next level. So that is the way the image came to me. It's not my choice. The image came to me. I captured that. So I believe that way. Yeah.
That's the way I always felt too when I was shooting on the street. And I still feel that way sometimes in the studio. Sometimes, and I'm not very religious, but sometimes there's that little flash of thank you, God, because it's like something just appears and it's like, this is it, it's perfect. And and sometimes I'll sit there and I'll shoot digitally. You can shoot 300 photos, and at the end, you still haven't gotten anything good. And sometimes it's like the second click, and like, I've got it. I don't even have to do anything else
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
you just know that you got it. So tell me about like the boats, the burning building. I'm curious about those. Um, you have beautiful one with the banyan tree. All these are from Pondicherry, I think.
Yes.
What
Yes.
caused the fire in the boat?
Yeah. It is it's near Pondicherry. It's a fisherman village. The boats are damaged from the Thane cyclone. It's kept almost 2 years in the seashore. Every 90 days, the fishermen they will not go for a fishing activity. They will do repairing works. Because I born in a fisherman surrounded fisherman community. I know
Okay.
that in Pondicherry, so I have so many friends, and most of my photo you can see there is a fisherman activity. So many photos will be there. It's my I'm just connecting my childhood and what I see in when I was kid. So that way people there is a boat damage. So okay, when there was 90 days the break time, people started destroying the old boats and repairing the nets. So accidentally I went that village. They started burning on boat. There is a kids playing this nearby boats. It was a different feel when I was shoot. I don't know. I just shoot. I don't know the composition. I don't nothing. So I didn't remember any master. I don't have Abby to following the work and seeing the photo book. I just shoot whatever way it's come. That's the way. So
Yeah, well,
it's
when you make art, you get away from all the theory and everything in your head because you're just thinking visually.
yeah.
It's like all your thoughts are visual. There are no words involved, I find many times.
Yeah, it's a very amazing feel. And after that I I have noticed that the smoke having three boy heads, the connecting the three boy who running in the ground. It's a nice scale, very long, the smoke and small boys running in the boat. It is representing my childhood. Whenever when I was kid, I play in the seashore. There is so many problems happening in the seashore. There is a fish, people pulling the big fishes sometime, and some people suicide and they will be in the seashore, but we don't care. We every day play. So the same way I'm representing, I'm connecting so much in the activity.
And what about the image where they're running to this very rectangular building and there's fire coming out of it? Is that like a brick oven or something, or what is that? There's
Yes, it is.
flavor.
Yeah, it is a summer. It's a brickyard. In Pondicherry, there is
Okay.
a manual brickyard. Is there? Every summer, the activity will be placed. So most of time there is a homemaker. The women in the 70% of job women will do, because it is a seasonal job. So when I reach there, it's first time I'm seeing after bought a very good full frame camera with the manual focus 35 lens. Okay, we can go with the village shoot. So I that time I got the two photos. There's five people standing in the brick floor, and second photo, the women are walking with the rhythm, and there is a smoke, there is a activity. That I will concentrate most of
Well,
time the detail.
I sort of thought it was a brick oven, but up here in Rajasthan, they build them like cones. They're kind of circular and they go up like this, and they've
Okay,
got a fire baking underneath. But like Rajasthan doesn't worry about rain for most of the year,
okay.
so I don't think they have the same concerns. It's a different climate. But anyway, and what about there's one you have very beautiful with the banyan tree, the beautiful banyan tree and
um
people underneath.
yeah,
Do
there
you
is a
know which?
two three photos I took banyan tree. One the recent photo, one villagers crossing the banyan tree, or group of photo, which one you're?
Yeah, I don't know. Talk about the one you like.
I like recently I took with the Nikon F3 Ilford film. So I went nearby villages, 2019. Yes. So so beautiful banyan tree and some villager, one person crossing in the ground. So I was a little height where I'm seeing banyan tree in the down. So it's just 1 second is moving. So I took that shot. So amazingly came the first shot I print that taken in film camera. So it's a good experience.
Well,
The
when you
gray.
started, were you shooting digital right away or were you shooting film?
Yes, I
You were
started
shooting digital.
Yeah, DSLR, that small
Okay.
thousand Canon 1100 D something. Yeah.
Okay. So using film was a new experience for you.
Yes, yes. I got the camera gift from Claire Ernie.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you know, right?
Well, that's
He,
nice. She's sweet.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
She's one of the mentor for me to grow. So
Okay.
she always supporting me my work and appreciating. Always appreciating is a good way uh, to to what is it, to share the
No,
love.
she's actually on my list to interview also because she's had some very interesting series as well as an interesting life here in India. So um, she's on my list to interview someday.
Yeah, she's very good. Yeah, she's all.
So is Kap Shiva. I've been after Kap Shiva, but I guess he's been in his village and he's been pleading that he doesn't have good connection. So eventually, someday that will happen.
Okay.
Um, so anyway, what other series have you done in India that you might want to talk about? Anything?
Um, this is one the black and white series, my personal one, and some of the festival series I did for experience, for just for activity. It's not a very extraordinary work, but it will help me to do some body of work. So it's helped me. So that's why I went to couple of years. Some of the festival I did some photo shoot, and I did one series for Tinai. The Tinai is the place people will keep in front of the house for a stranger. It is a old tradition for Tamil houses. Now it's slowly is disappearing because the people not giving place for any stranger. In old days, the people who are coming for a business, they can sleep in the Tinai, can
So
get up
you're
and
saying
they
in
go.
Chennai they used to have like separate little quarters for strangers to stay in?
Yes, in the front of the house.
Oh,
It
how
is called
nice.
it's called
Okay.
Tinai. So it's
Did they
inspired
did
from.
they did they charge for that or was it
No,
just
no,
sort of
that is for stranger. So it's a people will keep the Tinai the space based on their capability, based on their financial stability. Someone keeps small to sit and to take rest for his heavy the sun or rain. People can sit sometime. Some people have big space to sleep whole night and go more wake up in morning
I
and
didn't know about this. This is quite amazing to me that that would be happen. So
yeah,
it's
it is.
purely out of generosity. It was sort of a giving to the stranger type of tradition.
It is a Tamil tradition. So, but slowly, so it is a simple thing. People saying it's a just Tinai. Why you talking so much about Tinai? But it is a space. They have so many historical, so many memories, childhood memories. See, in the past, there is no mobile, there is no entertainment something, people sit and share the stories. The grandfather sit in the small Tinai and share the story to the grandsons and everything, and people talk politics in the Tinai. People talk their day-to-day activity in Tinai. So Tinai is no more nowadays. Is a very less houses available in Pondicherry. I started capturing this maybe to 2021. I'm publishing small calendar about Tinai. Also, I'm doing exhibition in France in future because it's inspired from there is a novel Tinai, who the author is Ari Gochie, is in Oslo. He explained that the situation, the current contemporary, how people forgetting the space. So try to document. So I started shooting. I keep on shooting, but it's not a big uh, series. But it's for me, it's very
It's
connected
a
to me.
personal one for you.
Yes, yes,
Yeah, it's
yes,
something you're very connected with. You know, before that, when you were talking about your very early work in the melas, in the fairs, the festivals, I think you
yes,
said,
yeah.
um, don't discount that because someday, you know, some gallerists will bring this out and they'll say, oh, this is a very early work, but it's quite rare.
Yeah,
You
that's
know,
a,
they
yeah,
will.
that's a, yeah, it's, you have reason. Yes, yes, yes,
Yes, yes. Early work is important to hold on to, I always feel. So
yes.
let's talk about the photography you made in Europe under lockdown. You were sort of doing a casual series though there too, like your lockdown series or no? Were you?
Yes,
Yeah.
I did.
I noticed some like paintings too. Were you painting as well?
No, it's not a painting. It is inspired from painting.
Oh, it
So
was inspired from painting. Okay.
I love the so one painter is before photography. He lived in London. Is David Roberts. His painting having most of time he painted oil painter in Israel, Palestine. Okay, so he have a wide visual. The scale of humans are very small and big architect. So when my client he suggested me, you have that visual, but we want that color. So then I decided, okay, I can try for you. Then I gave the treatment. It is a treatment, is an experience the bring the color. So he was surprised. He then he bought is a big print, two big print is kept in Pondicherry,
Those were
Maharashtra.
the ones you ate where you added color to the black and whites. Are we talking
it's
about the same thing?
it's not a color in black and white, it's photo
No,
in color.
it's
So
photo in color.
I changed the color slowly inspiring the painting. It's now I love the way of image making now. So I'm changing my so many photos. When I free,
Right.
I'll try to give the
No,
treatment.
I think what I was referring to initially was on Facebook. I noticed some things that look like from sketchbooks of yours or something. Just kind of simple sketches of things like the Pont Neuf, if I'm saying that right. You've been in France longer than I have. Did I see some sketchbooks on your Facebook page, or don't you
uh,
want to talk about that?
which sketchbook?
I think it looked like you had some like photographs, and then you had some like very loose sketches of like the same bridge or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's not my work. Someone inspired that photo. Is a very good photographer. He is very good, inspiring street photographer. He is in Mumbai.
Okay.
His name is Kaushal Parikh. Kaushal Parikh is the way people call KP. He's a very good street photographer. He's become now as a painter. So
Ah.
he said to me, I want to draw your work. I love whatever way I want to learn. You have the dimension, so I take try one. So he tried to send. He tried, then he sent to me. Then I got my client, because actually it is a project I did in France. Whatever photo you are seeing, it is a project for the apartment. I have the small assignment. So I sent this painting to my client. She also got surprised how he painted nice way. Oh, I like both, like she said. So here now I'm
So
observing
it was,
Paris
just to
life.
clarify, it was your photograph, but it was this other photographer's painting of your
Yeah,
photograph. Now
sure.
I got it. Okay,
I
I
can share.
understand.
I can share
Yeah,
you.
you send me those images.
Same
Okay.
way, here I am noticing here the multicultural lifestyle in Paris. So I started one project, subculture activity. So I'm so much admired in the architect in France, but same time I'm admired in the the way of the art form here. So I want to connect both. So I tried one project with the Indian dancer. She worked in Indian embassy in Paris. So
Okay.
I I took photo whatever way it's come. She performed in the dance in outdoor in Paris. So I captured the dance activity with the Tourfil, the Trocadero, the place of Trocadero. So I've started that new project. Maybe in future I can connect many artists in different non European. It's a non European, not
No.
European. So maybe it's a non European artist who live in Paris. They exploring their art. So I want to meet those people to make this project. I want to take this project next level.
Yeah, I noticed you were making a lot of connections there. It looked like with some Indian friends and whatever.
So many Indian friends. I'm connecting so many African artists. They are very much passionate. Senegal, um, some of Ivory Coast. So
There's
people
some
are doing,
really good photography coming out of Africa now too.
yes,
Some amazing stuff. I was at the Obscura Festival in Penang
there
like
is, yeah, there is
two
so
years
many
ago,
galleries.
and they had such phenomenal um, photography coming out of Africa. I don't remember the names, but I mean, just like, wow, look what they're doing.
Yeah, so they
So,
featured in that Dakar, the capital of Senegal, featured my work,
Dakar, yeah.
Dakar. So because of my friend Estelle Onema, she's African here. She's a historian in Paris. She took me my work to Senegal to share everyone. People are so much love, and people keep on reaching, keep on. I'm growing my connection in Africa.
Yeah,
So
I would say you're very lucky to be locked down in
yes,
France. It
yes,
really turned out to your advantage.
yeah. It's a
And plus people are still taking care of you nicely. You're not starving.
yes. I received so much love everywhere. I got surprised how I'm not alone now. So it's so much crowd to allow around
You
me.
made
Is I'm
lots
very,
of friends.
so lots of fans. I'm so many new clients. I'm keep on selling my works. It's so much. It's a very good surviving part for me here. I'm selling my works.
Well, congratulations. And I'm just amazed. And I'm happy we did this later rather than earlier because you deserved more than 5 minutes on coronavirus apocalypse. So this all turned out for the best, you know?
Thank, thank you,
That
sir. Thank
series
you.
was very popular for a while, but after the lockdown continued, everybody got bored of it. So I wanted to switch to some interviews.
Thank you,
Anyway,
thank you, thank you, Chacha.
Mohammed, I'm going to cut this short. I don't want them to get too long. I talked with Lena, Vince, and Sunish for an hour and a half. So I'm
Mm.
trying to make these a little shorter now. So I'm going to just say, and you have to say goodbye from Evil O and Udaipur. Mohammed, say goodbye from Paris.
Thank you, Chacha, for the opportunity to sharing my the experience. It's a big story, but we are going to disconnect just 15 minutes. It's a very pleasure to me talking to you. Is a great artist in India. So thank you, everyone. Share so much love to everyone. Yeah.